Welcome back, everybody, to Poolie Mag TV, the raw, unedited, unscripted NUFC fan channel where everybody's got an opinion and nobody's opinion's wrong. So, this will be first video for a couple of weeks. It's going to be a little bit of a PSV reaction video, a little bit of a Aston Villa preview video. I know it'll be coming out just before the Villa game. I don't expect many views for this video, but it's just getting me back in the swing of talking in front of a camera, because I think I've only made about 2 videos in the last 4 or 5 weeks, so... You know, they say if you don't use it, you lose it. And I don't really want to lose it, because this is like a bit of a passion project for me. I don't get paid for it. I've got 67 subscribers and I'm absolutely over the moon with it. But like I say, sometimes life gets in the way, sometimes your health gets in the way, sometimes your mental health gets in the way, and sometimes you're just physically knackered, aren't you? Especially if you're working 5 days a week. So, anyway, enough of that. Right, great win against PSV on Wednesday. I was not expecting us to beat PSV 3-0. And Wissa looked absolutely sharp as attack. That is the Wissa we need against Aston Villa if he does start. I have a funny feeling that he'll probably start Nick Voltemade, but I'm sure he'll keep with Wissa, because he has to. He's a confidence player, Wissa. And that goal and assist was just exactly what he needed. It is exactly what he needed. He needed to come out the blocks fast. He's been getting criticised. Yes, rightfully so, I think, but not rightfully so at the same time. You've got to think this guy has had no pre-season, then gets injured, and he's not playing 90 minutes every match, is he? He's missing a couple, and then he's playing 30 minutes, and he's starting for 60. So it's not like he's had a solid run as the main striker since he come back. He just hasn't. He's been chopping and changing, so it's going to take him a while to find his feet, but he looked like he found his feet against PSV. We were all over them from the front foot. Anthony Gordon looked really sharp again. So did Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes having the season of his life. I know he had a great season for Leicester about 3 or 4 years ago, but this tops it for me. He wasn't doing this in Champions League matches against very good teams. He scored against Benfica, a very good team. He scored against PSV, a very good team. He scored against... Did he score against Leverkusen? He scored a few anyway, against a few good teams, hasn't he? And he just looks sharp as attack. And so does Anthony Gordon at the minute. Sandro Tonali coming on, looking really good, which is a massive bonus, because we need somebody like Sandro Tonali to turn up a hell of a lot more than what he has been doing. So well done to Sandro for that. So I'm happy with that. Bruno, injury, not what we need. It's a shame we haven't dipped into the market to strengthen the squad. I honestly thought January we would have. I thought we'd have bought at least two players. Maybe he's not like starting regulars, but utility players that can shift into numerous positions. But it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. And this 25 million, I'm just thinking, where the hell's that come from? Surely we've got more than that. But I don't know. I don't get our finances. I don't get where we are. I know we spent a lot in the summer. We recouped a lot in the summer and all. And I don't understand it. But anyway, back to the PSV game. I thought we played really well against PSV, who are a hit and miss team. If they turn up, they'll batter you, and if they don't turn up, they'll get battered. And I thought we were just on the front foot, which is what we've got to do against Villa today. We've got to be on the front foot. Aston Villa beat Fenerbahce with a Jadon Sancho goal away from home. That's not easy. Villa are flying in the Europa League, the favourites to win the Europa League, the third in the Premier League by quite some distance, by 7 points of Liverpool, who got beat again yesterday. Just to drop that one in there. But yeah, and so did the Macklins before I forget. But anyway, no, Aston Villa are a fantastic team. And Unai Emery's a fantastic manager. And this is not going to be an easy game. I'm so pleased it's at home, because our home form at the minute is electric, really. Apart from the City defeat, which you'd expected, really, after playing your first team against Bournemouth and then 3 days later, after extra time, expect them to play against City and all, who had a 10-1 win, basically a training match. We were always going to be knackered for that game. But other than that, I thought we've had some really good results at home. Without playing great, the PSV game I thought we were... I don't think we were great, but we did enough to win. And 3-0 in the Champions League to knock us into the top 8 is nothing to be sniffed at all. But Aston Villa is a different animal to PSV. Aston Villa are a quality team with some quality players. Now, I'm shocked Daniel Marlin went to Roma, because I thought Daniel Marlin had been their best player this season from the matches that I'd seen. Obviously, other than the likes of John McGinn, who's always a 7.5, isn't he? John McGinn's a quality player. He really is. But I thought Donyell Marlin, attack-wise, was probably their best player this season. And I was shocked, and I'm quite happy that he's went to Roman, to be fair, because he's a threat. I don't understand that one, considering it's a loan and not a... I know Aston Villa are financially struggling, and maybe there's an obligation to buy at the end for big money, and they needed it. So maybe that's why, and maybe he's getting Roma are willing to pay half the wages and things like that. It's a shame for Aston Villa. It's a lot like us. They're handcuffed, aren't they? They're shackled by this PSR, and they're a big club, Villa, and so are we. And we should be allowed to spend what we want. You know, and that's what football should be. There shouldn't be no restrictions. If you've got the money, spend it. It's like me saying to a millionaire, "Oh, well, you're on more money than me, so you can't shop at Adams. You've got to shop at JD Sports like I do." You know, like, well, he's earned that money, so he can spend it wherever he wants. Just like Newcastle's owners have earned that money, and they should be able to spend what they want. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. I really don't, and I'm not going to make it a PSR video. Aston Villa what I'm trying to say is Aston Villa are a quality team, and I'm glad that they've got rid of Donyell Marlin. But Villa, that won't affect Villa too much. Villa have got quality players, and they're shrewd. They do some shrewd business. They really do some shrewd business. I think Morgan Rogers will be the next to go. I think he'll either go to Arsenal or Man City, which will be a shame again for Villa. But he'd be on today against us, and he's a quality player, and we need to watch him today, because he will rip us apart if he's on song. So anyway, great win against PSV. Are we going to be riding high against Aston Villa? Are we going to ride that wave of momentum? Or are we going to boom crash like we have done so many times this season after a big win? We've come up short again in the match after, haven't we? So let's see what Newcastle turns up. Let's see what Aston Villa turns up. I'm going to go 2-1 Newcastle. I just think at home we'll be too strong for Aston Villa. I think our own form, although, well, win-wise has been fantastic this season. Performance-wise, not so much. But points are points. And you can't look at our points from home and think that's bad. It's our away form that needs to shape up. We've got Villa, we've got City, we've got City twice away, I think. We've got Villa away in the FA Cup. We've got PSG away. We've got Liverpool away. We've got Tottenham away. I think, we've got some big games coming up in our next 10 games. And if this is a match we need to win to go into our PSG game away from home with a bit of confidence. But I think it'll be 2-1. I think Whistle will get on the score sheet again. And I'm going to go for an Elanga goal. Don't ask me why, but that's who I'm going for. I'm going for Wissa and Elanga. I think Elanga will finally get off the mark. He looked all right against PSV when he come on. I hope Voltamaris gets a goal, but I think it'll be Wissa and Elanga. 2-1 to Newcastle. What's your thoughts? What's your opinions? What do you think? Have I rabbited a load of shite for 9 minutes? Or has it flowed well? Because like I say, I haven't done a video for quite some time. So hit like, comment down below, and as I always say, keep it black and white, keep it Poolie Mag TV. Over and out, folks.